When it comes to Magic the Gathering, there's no guaranteed surefire thing, but Lord of the Rings is about as close as it gets. There's reasons why this product is going to succeed where others might have failed. If you think that I'm going to try to justify the price point for Lord of the Rings, it's never going to happen. There is no argument I can give the players out there to justify the price tag attached to this product, but there are so many other reasons why this product is going to be successful. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thanks again for hanging out with me on my channel today. Now, the elephant in the room should be the price tag attached to this product, but it's not going to stop players. When you take a look at a collector box for $529.95 Canadian, that is $600 Canadian per box. Most times you would say there's no way a player is going to buy that product. It just won't happen, but it will. Wizards of the Coast has really thought this product out. They are going to put the chase card of the One Ring, that one of one ring, inside the collector boxes. They've got other serialized cards of the rings of power that the players can go after. Guys, the higher priced players are going to go searching for that ring. It'll be an epic struggle, and players are going to buy it just like Willy Wonka at the chocolate factory. They are going looking for that thing, man. They want to get that golden ticket. And other players, well, they're going to settle for things like a draft box. Even then, it's $229.95. But that is not so far out of reach that players won't buy it. And for players who really don't have a big bankroll, they're going to go and buy themselves the small commander decks. They're going to go for the little intro kit, or maybe even go for a jumpstart booster box or a bundle. Wizards has thought this through. There are so many options available at different price points for different players. And because it's Lord of the Rings, this thing is going to draw people in. And you think it would be over there, but it's not. They are offering so much more than that. Lord of the Rings, when you tear it apart, is more of a mid-tier product, a new approach by Wizards of the Coast. Because you can compare it against a standardized set versus a premium product, and it falls in between those two price points, generally, except for those collector boxes. When you look at Adventures in Forgotten Realms, the D&D set had great sales at the beginning and dropped off, like a rock. Not because the flavor wasn't there and the artwork wasn't there, but the cards seemed weak and underpowered. When you take a look at something like Commander Masters that's coming up, it's an all reprint set. We know every single card, even without seeing them. You know you've seen them somewhere before, other than those Commander decks. So now we look again at Lord of the Rings. What a mid-tier product looks like. A new approach to how they're going to do this game. A product like this falls between those two price points, other than the collector box, but it offers something that the Dungeons & Dragons Adventures in Forgotten Realms didn't, and something we have too much of upstairs in the Commander Masters, and that is reprints. Because remember, Lord of the Rings does have reskinned artwork from Lord of the Rings, but it's a reprint card. You have the Great Henge. We've got Wasteland. Not to mention Ensnaring Bridge, and that's just a few of the spoilers they've shared with us so far. We don't know how many reprints they've put in to anchor some value to the set. This is the mistake they made with Baldur's Gate Commander Legends. When they did Baldur's Gate for us, they didn't give us the cards like Dockside Extortionist or a Mana Drain, something to anchor some value to the set. And that set crashed and burned because the dragons were too hard to get, and there wasn't the value there. Even though it was a huge set, there wasn't the value. And I think Wizards of the Coast has actually learned. They've learned from this, and they added these cards in to bring up the value of the set, to charge a higher premium, but not as much as a full powered out reprint set. They've given us the middle ground. So now, not only are you going to attract Lord of the Rings fans to this product, the pre-release players, the players who want to experience it on Arena, you're also going to be drawing in a crowd of players looking for those reprints who are hoping to get the Great Henge as a bonus when they crack some packs. This is a great experience for players, but it's also a money-making tool for Wizards of the Coast. And if successful, they will do it again and again and again. And they will slowly push those levels. Always remember that with a company like this, they're never satisfied. It's like a black hole. They just got to keep sucking in more. I can appreciate the approach they're taking though. It doesn't mean I agree with the price point or how they're doing it, but I can appreciate the knowledge they've taken to put forward a product like this to make sure it doesn't fail like Baldur's Gate. I can see what they're doing. Hope you guys can too as I'm explaining this to you. Now as you step forward into this product, as if all those things weren't enough to drive this product forward, as a Lord of the Rings product, think about the iconic characters they're giving us inside this set and the variety of characters they have access to. We've seen Gandalf the Grey. We've seen, I've seen Merry and Pippin. We've seen Gollum. We've seen some great lands and beautiful artwork on the basic lands from the Shire all the way through to Khazad Dûm. We've seen all kinds of great imagery that we grew up with from Lord of the Rings. But those iconic characters, when they come out in spoilers more and more, when we see if they give us a Balrog, a King of the Dead, if they give us Gimli, Legolas, Treebeard, we don't know which cards they're going to put in. We don't know how expansive they're going to delve into the set, but we know that they're going to give us some of these cards at least. Come on, Witch King, come on, Balrog. That's all I want to see. I want to see how good they are. I was disappointed with the power level of D&D. I can admit that to you guys, but I still appreciate the flavor they gave us. The iconic artwork and imagery will live with me forever, even for D&D. I mean, if you play D&D as a standalone set for Adventures in Forgotten Realms, it plays very well, no problem. The same will probably be said for Lord of the Rings, but if they've given us slightly more powered up cards that can be mixed in with regular commander decks, some of these cards could become staples. Some could become very collectible. Again, the approach they've taken, because as a Lord of the Rings set, the artwork is probably only licensed for a limited time, and then when it ends, they could reskin these cards again with new artwork under a different name, but you may only be one Balrog ever printed. There might be only one Gandalf the Grey or Saruman. We don't know. I just think with all these different approaches they've taken to add to this one product, it basically guarantees the success on multiple levels. And I haven't even seen the spoilers yet. We've only seen a few where, unlike, I feel like I can call Commander Masters. I feel like I can call that set out because it's just a reprint set, other than those commander decks. And in this set, because it's a full set, as well as reprint cards coming in there and reskin stuff, it has so much more going for it, as well as the gimmick cards. We're not hunting for a fetch land like Zendikar Rising or Khans of Tarkir, but they've added that gimmick in as well. They've given us another little, hey, check out this one. Where other sets have failed and trailed off, like Commander Legends Baldur's Gate, had the initial it's great, and it sucks. This set's probably not going to have the same fate of those sets. This one in the long run, in the long term, will probably even hold value on the secondary market, where I don't believe a lot of products will, at least not in the same time frame. I think as the years go by and players say, I wish they'd done a Lord of the Rings set, and somebody mentions to you, oh, they did do it. It was way back in 2023. And you look back on this stuff, players' nostalgia will also drive the value forward for products like this. Even if the cards don't always get played, there are certain players who will want to collect a full set, who are going to want to have the variance of the artwork, where other sets they wouldn't care about. This is one that some players will care. This is one set players are going to want to explore and dive into year after year, maybe just playing with commander decks or just playing this set as a standalone set. It just means it is less likely, in my opinion, to fail than other sets. I believe this one has a lot more successful traits in it already from the few cards I've seen than what we may see going forward for other sets of this type. I mean, if we compare this to something like Commander Legends Baldur's Gate, they already don't compare the same way. But look at a successful product like Warhammer 40k, and you look at how those commander decks were received, the amazing artwork that even had me railed going, wow, that's pretty cool. Guys, that thing went through multiple printings. It shows what a successful product, well built and well done, can bring to the table for players. And that's what I think Lord of the Rings is going to do. But instead of being a little tiny corner set like a Warhammer 40k commander deck, it's going to have a lot more going for it than even that. They've learned some lessons, I think, a little bit of trial and error, and they've given us this product. And if it's successful, it's going to blow things out of the water. Now, I'll be looking forward to seeing how this product plays out. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will be too. And there will be a set of players who are just negative because of that price point. And I understand that. I can appreciate that. I don't think that's going to stop the success of this product, but I definitely can empathize with it. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. I want to see those comments in the comment section. How do you feel about this product after I've given you my little take on it? Are you going to be buying this product, maybe playing a pre-release, maybe just going after a commander deck, or you stick into singles like so many players are doing nowadays? I want to see what you guys out there are thinking about. And thanks again for checking out the channel today and allowing me to entertain you with my opinions on this stuff, guys. It's an amazing kind of thing to be here with you each and every day. And we're getting closer to that 20,000 subscriber mark. So everyone who's hitting that subscribe button and the like button inside my videos, thanks again, guys, for joining in the channel, joining the tinfoil hat army of the Mox, man. I love it. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for another video. And of course, to the amazing fans and patrons of MTG Mox, man, my YouTube membership members, you guys are the ones. You know it's true. Without you, this content's not made possible each and every day of the week. That's what you guys do for this channel. Thanks again, patrons. I'm going to leave this nice and simple. I better see the King of the Dead. I better see a Balrog. And I better see a Witch King. I can't help myself. I would like to see Treebeard too, honestly. I just can't help it. These are cards I've got to see. Just like I wanted to see Drist. Even if he's underpowered, I wanted to see him as a D&D card. And that's where I'm at. I want to see the amazing characters that they can give us inside this set. That's what I'm talking about. Give us, and you know what? I hope they don't underpower them. You guys notice I put some Lord of the Rings stuff in the background, right? That's from Combat Hex, man. That game was awesome. You should check it out. You can't buy it anymore, but it was amazing. I love Lord of the Rings. I can't help but be stoked for this thing. And am I saying I'm guaranteed to be buying boxes of this stuff? Probably a little bit. Probably a little bit, because I just look at it as a different way of enjoying Lord of the Rings with my friends in the future. Years down the line, being able to crack one open on a Saturday night and just play is going to be epic. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for hanging out. You're the ones who make it to the end. And yeah, let's put Balrog in the comment section, because that's the one I want to see the most. Balrog.